The East Africa, now we are 3, now we have become 5. We are promoting ourselves as a single destination. So that if you come to Kenya, you move to Tanzania, or you move on water, Lake Victoria, you come into Uganda. Then you can have products which Kenya and Tanzania don't have. You can see the gorillas from Uganda, from DRC, or from Rwanda. Now we have the Burundi and Rwanda. We hope soon we might have Sudan and DRC. Then we come a region which can... It's a landlocked. We use the landlocked means you are disadvantaged, but we are finding out that landlocked, being landlocked, has its own advantage. If you can improve Uganda, then we have the neighbors come to Uganda. Uganda, I'm sure you are not sweating. I'm sure yesterday you didn't sweat a lot. I'm sure today you are not going to feel very hot. We are on the equator, but because of the altitude from the sea level, the temperature is very mild. You can afford, if you are not a minister, or the head of delegation, or an ambassador, you can afford to have a short sleeve shirt and enjoy yourself. Our problem is the burden of the offices. Others have never put. We have people, I'm sure as we went around, who are lucky because we don't have winters. People have remained this smile all the year through. And it's not only in Kampala, wherever you go. His Excellency talked about culture. Uganda is one of the countries which was ruled by kingdoms, kings and queens. And you can have a good time, you can have a little dinner here in Uganda, in the east in Usoga, in the west in Toro, Ankole, and you still have somehow four kingdoms which are vibrant. You can make an arrangement with the king and go through their history. How did they manage themselves? How did they defend themselves? The health program. We also have a peculiar, not peculiar to Uganda, Rome has it and other countries, faith-based tourism. You hear the Uganda matters. Because of the kingdoms, when Christianity came to Uganda, this is some of the guys, ladies and gentlemen, disobeyed, and therefore they were killed. But they have been colonized. So people flock from different regions to come and go through another experience. Somebody whom God has recognized and can intercede for you. Talk about birds, if I talk about forests, fauna and flora. But I hope somebody will talk about Uganda and then put it in the context of the region of East Africa. So that then we can see the potential for this area to generate the income that we are talking about and alleviate and eventually eliminate poverty through creating wealth through tourism. Institute for peace through tourism. And I'm happy now that we have this conference. The two, before Chogam, should be able to start opening eyes for Ugandans. Ugandan investors in the tourism industry. But also coupled now that we have got other international financiers and international investors. Players in tourism to come together and make sure that Uganda in particular and the East African region will boost tourism. What is the government doing? What am I doing? You might ask me that. Let me ask myself before you ask me. In Uganda, we are stressing, first of all, we talk of an economy that is private sector led. So it's a principle government stresses private sector led economy. But secondly, we know how weak, young and fragile our private sector is. So we talk about a partnership, public-private partnership, where we in the government, using the government muscle, who want to help the private sector to develop faster than they would if they were alone. The ministry has brought together the Uganda Hotel Owners Association. We have also discussed and brought in play right now African Development Bank. When we are successful, we want to bring in East African Development Bank. African Development Bank, we have agreed the bank will raise some funding. Projects which have been processed and are bankable. Then the developers are free also to opt and bring in any professionally qualified consultant. These together help now our hotel developers to come up with a bankable project, which can be now sent to the bank for funding. But you know, funding the project is also very difficult. Funding a good feasibility study. So we have brought in private sector foundation, a section they call BIA, partly fund the feasibility study, and when the project is funded, to go ahead and partly fund training. But some of them should be solved from what you talked about, what you are going to cover. We are looking for best practices. How did other countries do it? What's wrong in Uganda or in this region, which we in the government should correct to make sure that atmosphere is conducive for investment in tourism? Don't be shy. Tell us. As government, you have heard our president. We are running so fast that now we are accused of being too fast. We want to help investors. If there is no land, we want to make sure there is land, there is no infrastructure, we want to make sure there is. So government is committed, accelerated development. And as I said, I believe the tourism sector could probably be the fastest that we could develop alleviate poverty. So, in this conference, feel free to tell us where you think we in government should come in and make sure that the development of tourism is accelerated. Government is looking at some of the main problems. Communication. We have a problem communication by road, especially up country. We have a problem communication by air. Some people come here and they don't have a lot of time. You're ready to move from one national park to another. So if you can now investors in that area. Communication by water. The other day I was looking at somebody who is constructing boats, so that either from Uganda or from Tanzania and Kenya, you come by boat. Nice food, fish. Lake Victoria, you get fresh fish. You can even pick it while you're not in the boat. Pick it. It's so fresh. So want people to have that type of thing. So communication is one of the problems. Opportunities. We have opened up spaces which can sustainably be developed within the parks. We are also encouraging sites which can be developed around the parks.